You are welcome to Research Plus. This channel provides you with AI approaches to research analysis, interpretation, and reporting. If this is your first time of coming to this channel, please subscribe to the channel, and anytime I drop a high quality content video like this one, you will be the first person to be notified about it. Thank you so much. God bless you. Sit down as we take today's tutorial. Welcome to class. In our today's tutorial, we are going to consider a topic: how to fast track your survey questionnaire administration using Google Form. And for you to achieve this very task, two conditions has to be fulfilled. The first condition, you must have an active internet, and the second condition, you must have an active Gmail account. If these two conditions are fulfilled, you are good to go. I also want to use this privilege to acknowledge Professor Silas Danjuma, the Provost for El Elyon International Bible College and Seminary, Karu, Nigeria. The research survey questionnaire that I'm going to use in this tutorial was developed by him for practical teaching of his students. I seriously want to appreciate you. Thank you so much for this great work. Let's sit back and continue our learning. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you as we go with our today's lesson. Your Gmail account, come to this place where you are seeing here. You click on this place. You now go down, go down, go down, go down. You will see forms. So you will click on forms and it is going to load. So just sit back and see. I am having a low internet speed. So it will load to this place. So on this dashboard, which is the form, you will see that there is a blank form. There is other documents that I have. So because I am teaching you newly, we will now come to this place. Click on New Forms. It will load. Okay, from this on, title your forms. What is the title of your forms? And I have said it, that we are going to use a survey question. So I will copy the title of the question as I have already typed it in my Word documents. Then I will now come back to this place. I will paste it. And that is the title of my documents. Sorry, I have to make adjustment here. This is title. You put the title here. And you are going to put the introduction. You give a summary, a note summary of what this survey is all about. So the title of this survey is a critical study of the impact of training factors on performance of students in research. So that has been done. I will now move down. You give a description of what the whole of this study is all about. So you copy it from your Word documents where you've typeset it. You copy it. You go back to your forms where they put description. You paste it and everything is there. So the next thing is that you see question 1. You click on question 1. It will open. Where they says on title, you put the question of your research, the question items. So I have demographic data. So you start with the demographic data. 1, I have gender. You copy the gender. You put gender. So where you see multiple choice, you will select and permit the multiple choice. Since you put gender here, you have male and you have female as your two options. Then you move down, you will now discover that there is a required button. This button, you activate this required button. What it simply means is that it is a necessary condition that person must have to fill this condition for it to load. So let's continue. Sorry for the distraction. It's from my internet. You activate the button. For option 1, you pull male. For option 2, you put female. Then, that is all. You now click this button to double it. The next one from your demographic data is age range. You click copy age range. Go back to your forms and type paste age range. You paste it. You now go down. You duplicate this. Within the age range, the first button, you type in the age range that you have. We said we have 25 to 30 as one. The second one, we have 31 to 35. You paste it and you continue in that order. We'll go the next one, which is 36 to 40. You paste it. The next one, which is 41 to 45. You paste it. The next one. So, you click, double click, and the next one is maritime status. We copy it. We paste it. So after you finish with your demographic data, you go with other variables of your research questions. So at this level, we are going to use a Likert scale statistical tools. So you come to this button, you click on it and you select a linear scale, because we're going to do Likert scale questionnaire. So I selected it, and I now put the last question, which is the last option of my question, and that is all about how you will put those questions into the Google form. So now the next thing to do is you are going to click this preview icon to see your form in a Google Sheet. So this is how the form is going to look like when you open it on a computer or you open it in a form. So a respondent is given an interface for him or her to select the choice of her response to this questionnaire. So now let's move forward. You go back to your form. So when you come to this button, you are going to see from this button, click on it, and it will show you links, or you come to this link, you click on the link like this. No, you go back a bit. You come to this place, come to send. From send, you will see this dialog box will appear. You can email this link to your respondents. You can send a link to them through WhatsApp, of which I'm going to send it to you. So you can shorten the links. This is very long. You can click shorten the links, and this is a URL for you to send to your respondents. I will copy these ones, and it is ready for respondents to respond to my questionnaire. So when you look at it, very critical, you will see that we have questions, we have responses, and we have settings. So as of now, nobody have responded to this questionnaire. Therefore, when you come to this button, you will discover that no response has been given. So we are going to see, after some people might have responded to this questionnaire, we will come back to this place and see how we download these responses from here, and we'll now later take it to SPSS, where we are going to do our data analysis. So you should sit back and wait as I send this link to some of my respondents there, so that they can respond, and will later come back to continue and see exactly what is happening here. I hope this tutorial is giving you a quality information that you need for your research dissertation. Have responded to this questionnaire. You will now discover that there are 4 respondents that have responded to this questionnaire. So you can now see that from the responses, you will see the 4 respondents, and you will see the information shown to me from this output. So from this interface that you are seeing as I'm scrolling, based on the responses that these 4 respondents responded to this questionnaire through the link I have sent to them via their social media handle or through their email. So this is 4 responses that I have gotten for this particular survey. So I am going to use these ones to download it and show you how you can download this information into SPSS so that you can run your analysis. So from here you will see this. It now says link to sheet. You click on this link to sheet, and it is going to open. It's going to open for you. So you hold on and see what we actually reveal. I have a very slow internet. Let's see what will actually happen. And it now asks me select destination to save, and I say create a destination. I will just click create destinations, and you will now see that I have a problem with my internet, and that is why you are seeing what you are seeing. So let me go back again. You click on this to view the form. You click view. So you wait for this form to open in an Excel sheet. So this is exactly the responses of these 4 respondents in an Excel sheet. So from this one, I am going to come to file. From file, I will now click download, and I will download it in SPSS. I will download it in Excel sheet. So I will click download, and this particular information is downloading to my computer. So you can now see that it has been downloaded to my computer, and it serves as untitled form responses. So this is an Excel sheet. Sit down and let's see how I am going to import them into SPSS and run analysis with it. So just like I said earlier on, this is an Excel sheet that contained my responses from the respondents. So I'm going to click on it, the downloaded Excel sheet, and work on it in order to bring it to SPSS for us to see and do the analysis. So let's wait for it to open. It's now opening in an Excel sheet. Just hold on and see what is exactly happening. So if this is your first time of coming to this or watching this YouTube video tutorial, I would love you to subscribe to this channel so that subsequently, as I drop high quality content about research and statistics, you are going to be notified so that you can grab it. So let's go on. You will now see that this is Excel sheet that have been opened, and you will see the responses even as the respondents has responded to this survey that have been sent to them. So from this place, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to remove this column, because the date and the time that this respondent responded to your questionnaire is captured under this column. So I am going to delete this column because I don't need it. In my research, you right click and you click delete. So this column is gone. So I am left with gender, age, and other demographic data. So what am I going to do from this point? So after you might have downloaded your data from Google Sheet to your Excel, the next thing you are going to do is to convert your data into numerical value. So this is how you are going to do it. Move your cursor to this place, highlight the whole column, click Ctrl F, and at this moment you are going to find and replace, and we have categorical data here that has to do with male and female. So I have coded male for 1 and female for 2. So because in female it has a combination of male and female, so what we're going to do, we start with female. We type female, we replace it by 2, replace all. You will discover that it has replaced it. Then you find male, and replace it with 1, and it has done that column. You click OK. You click also here. So we are finding what? We are finding age range. We say from 30 to 35 is 1. We replace it, or we now say from 36 to 40, we coded it as 2. We replace all. Then from 41 to 45, we coded it as 41 to 45. We coded it as 3. That column has been done. You shift your cursor to the next line. You click this one. For single, we coded single as 1. We replace it. Find and replace all. It has replaced it. We coded married as 2. Married as 2. Find and replace all. We coded divorce. We coded divorce as 3. Find and replace all. We coded widow. We coded widower as 4. Find and replace all. Then that has been done. We come back to this column. We find and replace primary as 1. Find and replace all. You find tertiary, secondary. We coded it as 2. Find and replace all. That's replace 1. We coded tertiary as 3. Find and replace all. We move to the next column. Find, we put rural as 1. Find and replace all. We put urban as 2. Find and replace all. We move to the next column. We have coded English language as 1. English as 1. Find and replace all. It has replaced. We coded Yoruba as 2. Find and replace all. Mind you, spelling is very, very important. If you wrongly spell it, it will not accept it. Yoruba. Well, I'm making some mistakes here. Is Yoruba. It has replaced it. And finally, we coded Hausa as 3, find and replace, and we coded Igbo as 4. Igbo as 4, find and replace all. We move to the next column, move to next column. In the next column, we coded Christianity as 1, find and replace all. We coded Islam as 2, find and replace all. We coded traditional religion as 3. Very good. At this point, we have converted all our demographic data into numerical value. So from this point, we are going to go to SPSS and upload this file to SPSS so that we can run our data analysis. So now I go back to Excel and I click on new data, open new data. So a new page from this we open. And this is a data view that I'll be open. So you will now go to File, you will now go to Import Data, Import Excel Sheet. You will look for where you saved your documents. I save it on desktop as Tutorial Excel Sheet. I will click Open and you allow it to process and open this data as you have coded it. So I'm still waiting. It's okay, it has opened, and automatically this data from my Google form is already in my SPSS dashboard as you are viewing it from here. So from this value level button, you can click and you see it in a data view. Sorry, you see it in a data view, and you can also see it in a variable view. So as I am switching, so as you come to variable view, you will see that my question has automatically come into this place. So what I am going to do at this moment is to come to value here and begin to define my value from this point. So you click on this place and it will open where we said on our agenda that 1 is female and 2 is male. If you make a mistake like this one, you remove it. You say 1 is for male, you click enter, and 2 is for female, you click enter and you click OK. So I have defined that one. You come to range, we we bring the range, we say from, you now go to your coding books, enter your range as 1. From the level is 25 to 30. You click on enter. 2 is from 31 to 35 to 35. You click enter. From your 3 is from 36 to 40. You click enter. Number 4 is your 41 to 45. You click enter and you click OK. We move to the next one. Say 1 equals to single. You add it. 2 equals to married. You add it. 3 equals to divorce. You add it. 4 equals to widow. 1. You add it and you click OK. You move to the next one, educational. You say 1 is primary. You add it. You say 2 is secondary. You add it. You say 3 is tertiary. You add it. You click OK. You move next. 1 is rural. We add it. 2 is urban. You add it. You click OK. So the next one we are going to click. This is where our Likert scale responses have to be entered. We'll say 1 is our strongly disagree. We'll enter it. We'll say our 2 is disagree. We'll enter it. We'll say our 3 is undecided. We enter it. We say our 4 is agree. Our 4 is agree. And we say our 5 is strongly agreed. Enter it and we click OK. So we will now, what we're going to do in order to fast track this process, you just right click on this very button, right click on it, and you right click on the button as you are seeing it. Right click, you click copy. You now highlight these ones, the rest of this, highlight it. You highlight the rest. I'm using my keyboard, that is why you are hearing the noise. As I highlight, I right click and I paste. So you discover that everything has entered within a short time. So you can go back to your data view. You will now see that this is how it is. You can use your value level to see the responses, that each of these respondents has responded to each of the question using the cascade approach. So I believe at this point you have found value, and I am going to continue the next video in another tutorial class. Sit back. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful study as you carry on with your research. Research is an instrument for development. Bye-bye.